We'll see what we get to start the run tonight. A runic pyramid. Now, this might have been critical information for everybody who was voting. Whoever voted no, heavy sweats. Heavy sweats. That's a third S if I've ever seen one. Wait, is this button broken? That button is not broken. That button works. But, let's see. I really don't like our paths. Left path is okay. We take a hard pool fight into an elite, into a shop. I mean, that's okay. I kind of like this. Gives us really good potion luck chances. And we kind of work our way up here through a bunch of campfires, hopefully getting some upgrades as we go into second elite. I think that's pretty good. If we were to go this way, we would miss all shops for the act, and maybe that's just not good enough. If we high roll on some really good cards, we could take out an empowered elite, get 3 campfires. Right-hand path, again, very, very linear. Worse than, not worse than the left one. Left one's just better. Usually I recommend against these because it's so linear, but anyway. Could go this way. Very linear, no campfires really, 2 elites, tons of hard pool fights. We don't ever go that way. So, process of deduction, we're either starting here, probably here. This one doesn't matter. These are the same. Almost. No, 1 prediction at a time. That's why short, medium, long-term predictions are going to be really important. And it depends on engagement. If people don't like it, then we won't keep doing it. I think it's really cool, so I was excited about it. But yeah, just 1 prediction at a time. So the first one has to resolve or be canceled before you can go on. Pyramid hat is falling off. That is excellent, excellent intel. That's good front seat gaming. Thank you very much, Jerry. There we go. Perfectly placed. We're going to take this linear path and honestly hope for the best. I really like going to an early shop. 3 energy runic pyramid, even on the defect. We're going to run into some issues with these strikes. Want to get rid of them, but 3 energy runic pyramid defect is usually okay. We can pick up things like turbo, double energy. The defect has many, many, many ways to gain energy just kind of at a whim, especially with a runic pyramid. Well, let's see how things go. Aggregate, yes. Could have played one of those. Let's see. Next turn, I should know this already. We have 16, 22, 28. Not quite enough. This goes to 29. Is that real? Is that math right? 16, 22, 28. Okay, not too bad. A little bit of chip damage there. And some okay stuff. So go for the eyes, runic pyramid, excellent. We can always play it on a time that the turn that the enemy is attacking. And neat little trick with go for the eyes, especially with runic pyramid, but doesn't have to be this way. Go for the eyes will glow yellow if you have runic dome. So even though you can't see the enemy's intent, the go for the eyes will at least give you an indicator on certain fights whether you are being attacked or not. Great little interaction. Baylor, Lord, dude. Good evening, my friend. Wait, what? Wait, which team was pink? No. Good, Baylor. How are you? More like Traitor Lord. Just kidding. Good to see you. What is this? Why do I have all these slimy cards? It was the less chosen option. Dude, gambling strats come out. You guys got to be careful with this. What Baylor's saying is that even though odds are definitely not in your favor if you voted no here, the potential for you to gain, it's like, I don't know what the odds are here, but It's like, if I happen to not make it, you cash out pretty big. You don't need to put a big investment in to get a lot out. Yeah, double go for the eyes is kind of okay. I want a bigger card that says attack on it, and currently Melter's our only option. So, I mean, against it wakes up the Lagavulin pretty well. I like that. Outside of that, I don't know. It has its place later on. We can use it on, let's think way far ahead, and we can go like Act 4 Elites. There's many fights where we're gonna have enemies with block. I think I like it more than second Go for the Eyes. Excuse me. Ah, it does things here too. Or does it? A weak potion. Genetic algorithm is here. Now we have to ask ourselves some questions here. Genetic algorithm, runic pyramid, fantastic. Love it. The real question is like, do we need to take this cold snap to make it through the rest of this path? We got 2 potions, which is really nice. One of them's an attack potion. So I feel like we don't actually need to take cold snap, though getting frost orb generation this earlier, going into elites and stuff is excellent. Let's take this thing that says, oh my goodness. It says block for 1. Yeesh. Things you hate to see.jpg. We take 1 here, so we've got 5 combats before our first elite. We got 2 more combats to where we could potentially get a potion. So if we have to use, say, a weak potion in this fight, maybe an okay investment, depending on how much HP it saves us. You just go for the eyes here, though I don't think that's amazing. Probably saves us an equivalent amount of HP in 1. And we could also weak potion this fight if we have to, which we might. Just save this attack potion for the elite, almost no matter what. I think we need to develop Zap. So important to note here, whatever we're playing is going to be redrawn. So if we don't want to draw Zap again, then we don't want to play it here. So we could just take 1, or we could drop our weak potion. Since we're so far behind on damage, I've been talking about using this weak potion. I don't value it very highly with a Runic Pyramid Go for the Eyes. But let's do this, because I don't want to redraw Zap. Though developing Zap for dual cast would have been nice. All right, 1626, more than enough. Oop. Got him. Bias Cognition. Now, it's a speculative bias cognition, but Runic Pyramid Bias Cog, you can get Core Surge, you can get a lot of good stuff to go with it. Don't really have the Orb Gen. That said, like, Steam Barrier is a great pick here for Runic Pyramid. Don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, we can Bias Cog, dual cast just a single Lightning Orb. It's a decent damage output, single target, as is, and it scales incredibly. I mean, it's a win condition in the late game, so we should definitely pick it. Oh, God. Whew. Well, we did pass on Sweeping Beam for Genetic Algorithm, just some smidgen of hindsight. Might have to invest our attack potion here too, which I really hate. The issue, if you look closely, the real issue here, so we're being made weakened, and almost all of these slimes, 4 out of 5, have HP values above 12. So we cannot just double strike them down. And we'll be made weak, so our strikes are going to do 8 damage next turn. Huge problems all around. This Meteor Strike, that's cute. File that under things you love to see. Bias cognition, yes. Yes, and don't ask questions. God, imagine if plasma orbs scaled with focus. I just don't even know. I don't know how you would do that, but I just like thinking about it. All right, 30 HP. Got a colorless potion for our attack potion. Not love that. Law is here, Barrage is here, Chaos is here. Barrage currently way worse than a Strike, though I like it scaling into the late game. Chaos being some extra orb gen is definitely a thing. Whether or not we can actually afford it, like we would need it to say plus. Big issue with Chaos, you almost mandatory upgrade, my opinion. And we have Bias Cog to upgrade, ideally Go for the Eyes, ideally Genetic Algorithm. But we do need, I think we need something, and Chaos is definitely something. It's not nothing. I will take a card here. Ooh, duh. Yeah, Mayhem, but it's not actually good. Most of our stuff is skills, man. I don't know. I don't know what we do here. Discovery? Like, I think we have to discover something amazing. I think we got to get a better card than Mayhem. This is definitely a no. I mean, it's a cute answer. If we had big cards in here, like a Sunder or something, maybe we would Mayhem. Or like a Rebound. Because with Runic Pyramid, Rebound, we could trigger Mayhem. Absolutely get a Dark Orb going. Let's see. So let's go into 22 next turn, or 44 damage. Potentially have Melter. So if we do 6 here, you go to 55. We got 44 accounted for. We need to find 11 damage, which is exactly Strike Melter. And then that means that we cannot play our Genetic Algorithm on top of that. So we should do Genetic Algorithm this turn, and then we're... Wait, no, that doesn't work. Short on energy. I do need to be very careful for the No Gang. I noticed that in other channels. It's hilarious. Love it. The issue is, like, if we don't draw Melter Strike, then I think we die. I don't think there's a way to prevent that, though. Maybe the only way was to hang on to go for the eyes for the next turn, and then mitigate that damage on top of block. I think it's Strike. Okay, we did draw the stuff. Let me make sure here. 44. This is 54 right here, and then we have to strike, so we can't get our genetic algorithm down, which is the big sad. But we don't die, which is nice. Things you love to see. Red gang in shambles. Rainbow is here. Rainbow after chaos feels a bit strange. I think it is going to be expensive. It's a way to get a Dark Orb, which is important. It's a question of if we would ever have time to upgrade Rainbow, or if we'd rather just upgrade Chaos. I think I'd rather just upgrade Chaos at this point than put another card in here that costs 2. 2-cost things are going to be hard to get in play right now. Let's skip that stuff. 202 Spire bucks, we get a orange pellets. Yes. We click that button. We click that button real quick. Don't even look at the other options. I don't see anything else. Red gang in shambles. Heavy sweats. Heavy sweats. What's the boss? Does it matter? It's Slime Boss. One slimy boy. I will take a pair for 10 max and current HP. I'm going to put something out there. I'm going to put something into the ether right now that I want to see put into all deck building games from this point forward. If you're going to mess around with the maximum hit points of your character, you must also indicate whether or not this also gives you current HP. Huge difference. Huge difference. When I was playing Grifflands is the most recent example that I can think of. When I was playing Grifflands, I came upon an event that was like, blah, 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 do you want to raise your max HP at a cost? And I was like, oh, of course, max HP is great. That's a resource that I can play around with. Playing so much Slay the Spire, I had assumed, falsely, that it was going to give me current HP. So I took, like, damage or something, I don't remember. Got max HP, and then I did not gain current HP, and I was distraught. That's like, wait a second. That's really important information to know. But this is a 10 HP heal. Super relevant. What are these combats, dude? Want to risk it here. So the real problem, of course, is Gremlin Wizard, and if Gremlin Wizard gets the shield, so we can kill the back one and block out. If we do that, we would then have Melter for the Gremlin Wizard, which is 10, and stuff. Potentially, no, we don't have Zap. Never mind. I was gonna say we have Zap for the Dark Orb, but we don't. Let's go next turn. This lightning orb to go here. That was a skill. Nice. Not so bad. Chose to take a small bit of damage early on for a better remainder of the fight. Smoke bomb is here. Glacier with our bias cog orange pellets. Yeah. Thank you. Very kind. So we're always going against Lagavulin or Tri-Centuries, and with Glacier bias Ognition, I feel like just upgrading bias pog is really good here. We never really take damage with Glacier bias pognition against Lagavulin, and also Sentries at a certain point. So I'm going to take this opportunity to upgrade our pog-based card. Stop! These are the worst events of all time. That's huge. Ugh. So our first event, let's just take it back for a second. Our first event was Laos plus Cultist. Our second event is a hard pool fight. Admittedly, a little less scary than the Laos Cultist, but still, it's my money, dude. All right, it only took 1 HP worth of damage there. A Dark Orb is here. Dark Orb is a little awkward with Chaos. But in theory, if we did Darkness, Glacier, and then we had Bias Cog in play, that's a lot of block, and then we just cook the Dark Orb for a long time. Do I have more overlays? Do I have overlays with more hats? I actually do not. We were talking about putting that on my stream deck earlier, and then I showed off the stream deck and how I was out of buttons. So, you know, sorry for the bad news. Darkness? Hollow, though? But what do we hollow? Hollow's really nice in the late game, but we've solved a hologram problem already in a boss swap to Runic Pyramid. We can always time our genetic algorithm or whatever. Go for the eyes. What our eventual reinforced body, whatever it is, we can always solve that problem with Runic Pyramid and just timing the attack. Yeah, Glacier would be nice. Potentially. For when we get Capacitor from this next fight. I will absolutely take orb slots just to further put the doubters in shambles. Totally worth it. I don't know, I'm kind of torn here. Chaos is so fun to play around with. So is Darkness. Yep. My fear is that we like go against Champ in Act 2, and then we have to use Chaos to generate a Dark Orb, and then play Glacier, and then the positioning of the Dark Orb is a problem. Like, I've just been here before, which is why I'm hesitating on this Darkness. We could potentially just use it for Slime Boss. And Lagavulin. Alright, I'm going to click it. It is Lagavulin. Alright, Bias Pog is in play. We want to Darkness before Glacier, ideally. We can hang on to this genetic algorithm as well. We're going to give this one more turn before we open. Gonna hang on to Glacier for a block turn, even though we don't really need it. What am I saying? We don't need this at all. We have Defends and Glacier. Get rid of that. And now we block. What does this say? 78 on it? Out of here, nerd. Gold-plated cables. Your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time. Making me feel so amazing about this darkness take. Second copy of Genetic Algorithm's pretty cute. Especially considering what we're doing with Dark Orbs right now. It's definitely not too late to take it. Just don't know if I want to. I think I am going to take it. I just wish it said plus. That's all. Defrag. Even more focus. Gross. I mean, do we take defrag, or is that considered against the Geneva Convention? Reprogram. Yeah. Finally, a card. See, this Chaos Plus is a huge sticking point, though. Can I have my Glacier, please? Oh. Here, 14, 22. Did I math that right? I don't think it matters. Let's just do that. Stop using brain. Just play the card's forehead. That's all that matters. Look at this. Look at this number right here. Woo! Oh, can we get a payout, please? Because that was amazing. Well-earned channel points to Team Yes. Squad, I believe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Team Yes. Da-na-na. All right. I believe we're taking electrodynamics to solve AoE problems that we currently have. So we've got darkness for bosses, and then no AoE. So Act 2 elites, Gremlin Leader, and Tri-Slavers are going to really not benefit. We are going to benefit if we take this electrodynamics. Otherwise, it's a little awkward, I guess. Take this Electro, though. It's kind of nice that it sits next to this Hyper Beam. I kind of like this. I mean, very similar ideas with different deck styles in mind. Take an Electro. Echo? Actually, kind of sad options here. No fourth energy option. Sacred Oh My Dog, and then an Empty Cage. Both Runic Pyramid and Snecko Eye are here, though. That's pretty nice. Got 236. Nice. Spend those Baylor bucks well. Yeah, Snecko Runic does not... There are very niche instances where Snecko Runic Pyramid work, but the vast majority of the time, it's a total trap and a terrible idea. I believe we take an Empty Cage here. Empty Cage is equivalent to card draw. It's a weird little thing. A lot of people are scared of Empty Cage. I think it's fine here, especially with Bias Cognition plus Glacier and Orange Pellets already in here. We're looking at a perfect instance for Empty Cage, really. The win condition is already here. Our ability to beat the Act 2 boss, frankly, is already pretty much here. What we need to do is we need to draw into the thing that allows us to beat these combats. And how do we draw faster? By having fewer cards in the deck. You can also get cards that say draw more cards on top of them, but what you'll find as you go into Act 2 in particular, if you take 3 Energy Runic Pyramid, is that the strikes are going to sit around forever. They're really inefficient sources of damage. They're rarely good unless you can get them upgraded at the Upgrade All Strikes Defend thing. So Empty Cage, for newer players, it's kind of a mechanic in disguise. Remove 2 cards, but what it's really saying is cycle through your deck faster. It's card draw. This is a card draw relic. It just doesn't seem that way because you have to get your mind in the... you have to get in the frame of mind. The card remove is equal to card draw. And that's why curses are so bad. That's why Ascension 10, getting Ascender's Bane in the deck is so bad, because you have to draw it. That's a huge problem with a lot of cards. If you have a win condition, recognizing that you have a win condition and stopping yourself from adding cards to the deck is one of the ways that you're going to kind of get to the next level, whatever that is. Here, in this instance, this deck crazy. We've got Orange Pellets, Bias Cog Plus, Defrag Plus. We've got an Electrodynamics. All we need to do is draw that stuff and get it into play, and we're good. What are the options? Empty Cage, Sacred Oh My Dog, and Snecko Eye with Runic Pyramid. So, I mean, it's a pretty easy choice. Look at the Empty Cage. Remove 2 Stinky Strikes. Never got to see him again. All right, I'm going to do one more. Start prediction. All right. Same idea as last time. Will FirstDane get out of Act 2? You've seen the deck. You've seen the relics. Let me show you the path real quick. I've got an elite over here. Let me highlight the campfires, I guess. We'll kind of scroll on through. We've got 84 Spire bucks. We're a little light on money here. And pathing? Pathing at best, we're getting 3 elites. That requires us to go... Well, we get an early shop that we're bottlenecked into over here. As we go through elite, campfire, and then maybe another elite over here. We are on 3 energy. We have not picked up a turbo yet. We don't have an energy generating card. All things to take into consideration. Top tier picks right now. I think it's pretty obvious on a turbo. Turbo's huge for us, just giving us an instant boost of energy, allowing us to get the Orange Pellets thing down. And a bunch of these 2-cost cards now. We've got Glacier and Electrodynamics. Submissions are closed. All right. I think the path is pretty obvious. What I did not state is that we are bottlenecked into an elite right here. And I think that plays a really important part. 3 energy Runic Pyramid, 3 energy in general going to Act 2 can be spooky. If we run into a Shelled Parasite and we don't draw into our Bias Cog Glacier combo fast enough, that's a problem. Also a problem on 3 energy, we cannot play Bias Cog and Glacier in the same turn unless we have Go for the Eyes. So it has to be this exact combination to proc the Orange Pellets. Maybe some sticking points, we'll find out. Shelled Parasite, hello. This is honestly a pretty good candidate for just Smoke Bomb, but I don't think we will. This is going to be a heavy trade of HP at the start. Ouch. Also, ouch. Really showing off why I thought about the Smoke Bomb and stuff. Okay. Did I might have had lethal there, but our genetics into play and do a ton of damage there. Thank you, gold-plated cables. Beam Cell is no, but we're not really doing attack-based things, so we're going to skip all this. Cool-headed is pretty cute for some extra Frost Orb generation. Maybe we want that. Really focus on this darkness thing. In longer-term fights, it also allows us to play Chaos and cycle back around to the Dark Orb easier. So if you look closely, our orb-generating cards almost all say 2 on them, except for Zap and Darkness. So our ability to manipulate where the Dark Orb is and get it dual cast is also kind of a small-ish problem. Sometimes, unless we play exactly Darkness first. Doesn't say plus on it, though. I'm going to skip for now, but we'll think about it for later. Not getting a lightning orb down first there did kind of hurt a little bit. Ooh, Dark Orb. Nice. Second genetic only says 6 on it right now. Oh, no! I didn't do the math. I meant to play genetic. All right, mistakes, very small, minor, teensy-weensy mistakes were made. Totally irrelevant mistakes were made. Chill is kind of cute. Chill with gold-plated cables is nice. I'm telling you, just some general orb stuff for fights where we can't wait until we have our perfect combination, Glacier, Bias, Darkness in play is kind of nice. I like the idea of just removing another strike. I'm telling you, if we can get stuff out of the way so we can draw into this combination, that's going to be the biggest value that we could possibly ask for. I like our potions, though Cultist Potion admittedly doesn't do a lot for this deck. And Duplication Potion on Bias Cog is insane. I'm gonna get a remove. I like where we're at. Great, all strikes defends. Just going on defends basically is still totally worth it, in my opinion. So these defends now block for 9 with Oddly Smoothstone. That is huge. Ah. Robert has arrived. Many people know Don the Mask. Few people know Rob the Pleading Vagrant. Rob the Pleading Vagrant, you get cursed with shame because you recognize your old friend Rob, and you're sad that he is now a Pleading Vagrant. That is canon. No memes. Just canon. I'm gonna leave. Sorry, Robert. Get our Bias Cog in play with still no orbs. What this is telling me, if anything, is that basically, I mean, we just need orb generating cards at this point. Although the Glacier thing is so good, we definitely want it. The fact that it comes in the bottom of the deck here is, it's a pretty big problem. That's not good. We could zap defend, and then we can recursion. We could dual cast recursion. Yeah, chill is looking really good right now. Again, I mean, we also passed on a cold snap and cool-headed, you remember. So just a single frost orb would make a huge difference here. Also, if this had 7 on it. This guy never dies. This does 13, and then we could dual cast this. Alright. I think we just say ouch. Bad turn. No summon from the Gremlin Leader. Won't call it bad luck, but it wasn't good luck either. $30 damage on board right now. It's crazy. Both genetics are in play. We're free to end the fight basically whenever we want to. Book for 15 each. Got a lantern. Fantastic. And there is the turbo I was talking about earlier, just giving us free energy on some turn. This is going to allow us to play Bias Cog and something other than exactly this Go for the Eyes. I want to be somewhat careful. Our current only activators for Orange Pellets is exactly Strike and Go for the Eyes. Only 2 attacks in here. Oh, and Melter. You know what? I totally forgot about Melter. You're right. About Melter. Okay, well, we kind of have to get this Electro in play. That's our win condition this fight. And with that as our win condition, we have to be somewhat careful with these Lightning Orbs, as our only other source of Lightning Orb generation now that Electro's in play is exactly Zap and Chaos sometimes. So if we Glacier here, both of these go away, and maybe we have other problems down the line, whereas we could just defend plus Recursion. Slightly more spooky. Okay, I still like this because we have gold-plated cables. Gonna do some decent stuff for us. Ouch. Bias Pognition is here. We'll get that down right away. A skill and attack. Wish this could go here. So this is doing 16 damage over 2 turns. This one's dead next turn, and we can probably just block out next turn. I don't think we have to do anything. This is 14, basically covers this guy. Should be good. Do want to make sure we get our genetic algorithms in play though. Yeah, there's one. Okay, you're dead. You're not dead. We just have to count for 17. Doing? Make sure we draw 5 so we get our other genetic algorithm in play. For sure. Dead. You are not. Good fight. The boot, completely useless. Potion of Capacity is amazing. That's a potential win condition against Bronze Automaton for us. So we'll try to hang on to that. Another copy of Defrag is here. Both Bias Cog and Defrag say plus on them. So the question now becomes, do we want even more focus? Boot buffs Go for the Eyes. That's a good optimistic outlook. I like that. I mean, with a Chaos Glacier and Electro, I kind of feel like we take this. The sticking point, again, becomes card draw. It really comes down to that. Looking for a Bag of Preparation. Bag of Prep with a lantern would really put this deck into another dimension. That's getting close to winning the game territory, which I really like. But 1 focus for 1 energy on a 3 energy Runic Pyramid deck feels mediocre. We do have a turbo, I guess, and our genetic algorithms are doing okay, so I'm going to take it. Let me bag a prep. Did go to 138 Spire bucks. We could, I think, remove that last strike if we wanted to. Remember if our removes are at 100 or 75. At 100? You have 125, so we could cover it regardless. Take 1 more nap. Oh, the data disk. And the coupon. I love data disk. One of my favorite relics in the game. Got the boot. Did not change your vote. Way too late. Time has passed. We're just gonna yeet a strike here. Notably, Barrage on sale with the boot. No memes. Pretty good. Halfway to an upgrade. Almost says plus on it. With gold-plated cables here, I think we want the plasma orb up front. Nice. Excellent turn. Our electrodynamics in play. We don't have any focus, but that's okay. There's only 9 damage to all enemies, so we do need to block out all of this. But genetic algorithms do not care that we are at -3 dexterity. Still amazing. We got 24, 32 damage coming in. We can full block here. And by the time we can do damage, we're doing 18 to all, or an extra 9 on top of all this. Or excuse me. There are a whole lot on top of all of this. Nice. A red mask. At the start of each combat, apply 1 week to all enemies. Also, artifact stripping, which is important as we go into our Bronze Automaton fight. Maybe. Overclock is a little interesting here. Again, basic idea, we need to draw into our combo, and Overclock draws cards. I don't really care that it adds a burn to the discard pile. By the time we get our Bias Cog and 2 defrags into play with Frost Orbs, the fact that we draw a burn later on, and we have 2 genetic algorithms. The fact that we draw a burn later on does not matter. And take an Overclock. We get to experience Snecko Runic Pyramid. It's kind of fun. Yeah, boot. Is 108. That. Oh yeah, confusion is gone. You're right. Orange pelleted it away. Bolt Snap, single Frost Orb generation. Same idea as earlier, like just having Frost Orb or Orb generation around is kind of neat. Yes. A pass. We're guaranteed to be attacked next turn. We could use this Cultist Potion, because I don't really care about it. Might make our life ever so slightly easier with exactly Melter and go for the eyes around. We could also save it for the Bronze Automaton fight. We're not guaranteed to get a potion here, but I think our potion luck is pretty high. The Spire senses are tingling. We haven't received a potion in a little while. I can't remember exactly where it was that we got this potion of capacity. $26 on it, though. Let's save this go for the end. All right, we have 3 focus. Let me play this giant genetic algorithm. So this is already accounted for here, and 1. If we have 3 focus, these frost orbs, say 5 on them? This is not quite enough. Okay. It's an okay turbo turn. Really good damage down. So all these nerds are dead. We can do Darkness and then Glacier next turn. We want to set up for that kill combination, though I imagine that the gremlins are going to come around again and be a problem. So I'm going to do it this way. Burn and Void say hello. This also says 22 damage on it, which is really nice. Just evoke it and go for the win. Got him. Not too bad. Seek is here. We will absolutely take a Seek. Things you love to see. .jpg. Whetstone is upgrading exactly Melter and Go for the Eyes. Things I'm okay with. Not amazing, but okay. 2 turns a week. Great for the heart fight in particular. Going to be excellent early on there. 50 HP and all of this block here. I think we are pretty safely just upgrading Defrag. Upgrading Seek also super viable, allowing us to pull exactly Bias Cog plus an attack. But on a 22-card deck, we should be able to save a Go for the Eyes or a Melter. Rock the orange pellets regardless. Go for this Defrag plus. Not the cutest of turns, but that's okay. Did save this potion of capacity for this fight in particular, though we might... I mean, at this point, thinking about saving it for the heart fight or something like that. These giant genetic algorithms. Might actually just save Seek in hand. We've got, like, nothing to do this turn, which just not feel good. Try this Cultist Potion. Hang on to all this. Seek Electro could be... Actually, you know what? Seek Electro maybe was correct, so we don't have to play it this turn. You know what? I like that idea a lot. At the very least now, we can prevent our Bias Cog from being stolen by these nerds. So, Hidden Value. This orb was guaranteed to steal Bias Cognition if we didn't pull it out of the draw pile. Alright, so this one has our defrag. It doesn't really matter. These lightning orbs are going to do 30 damage this turn. We don't need to block out anything. It's a matter of setting up for Hyper Beam, which is... well, we've got 2 genetic algorithms for that. We're totally fine. I think we just clear hand space and make sure that we're drawing 5 every turn as a priority. Turbo Chaos was definitely a play there. Since we can't get around to Glacier. Maybe this was actually wrong then. Well, wrong is a funny word. Not correct. Good fight. Took, I think, 0 damage, and we have an Echo form. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I don't know. Let me, prediction outcome. Choose outcome. Yes, obviously. Complete the prediction. Congratulations, blue team. Obviously, we were making through Act 2. That was an amazing start to Act 2. Admittedly, we did take 2 rests through Act 2, which things you don't love to see, but we made the deck better. We got our genetic algorithms upgraded, I think, every fight, except for maybe one where I messed up and could have played it, but didn't. We got a Seek in here. We got an Echo Form in here. I think what you'll notice more than anything through Act 2, what we have done is we have not added anything other than super high impact cards to the deck. Defrag Plus, high impact. Turbo, absolutely amazing with Runic Pyramid. Echo Form, Seek, drawing things with Overclock. Really high impact cards. We skipped almost everything else. Almost to a fault. I had hoped that we'd see another Cool Headed by the end of the act. Some other Frost Orb generation to make this slightly better, but getting the gold-plated cables, darkness thing online, pretty amazing, honestly. Hitting the skip button is really important. Every time you hit the skip button, that is equivalent to extra draw. Keep that in mind. Adding cards is somewhat dangerous. Until you reach a tipping point where adding cards becomes what you have to do because your deck is so diluted, you have to keep adding stuff to actually get through the fights. We need to collect all 3 of our key pieces. We're going to take 4 energy here. Even though on 3 energy and turbo, we could do okay, 4 energy is really going to make this go to a whole nother level. Still love the fact that we have turbo. Still okay with Echo Form and Velvet Choker. We'll just have to be mindful of that. This is going to allow us to do Echo Form plus genetic algorithm things, stacking these even higher for a potential Act 4. We will see. The Fun Eater is first. Fun Eater, more than almost any other boss, allows us to press E. If we have a loop on our relic bar, which is really nice. Our Empowered Elite is here in the middle. We only have 2 campfires that we're going to be going through. So we've got maybe a Mind Bloom event through here. campfire, where we are hopefully recalling. Then we're going to elite, and then we are bottlenecked into another elite and a hard pool fight. Get a late act shop before going to a campfire over here. I'm thinking that this is our path. All right, I'm going to start another prediction. I'm going to leave this one up for 2 whole minutes because I'm going to stand up and take a quick break. Please feel free to put in your predictions about Act 3, and I will be back in just a few minutes. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging on. And back to continue the run. Where are we? All right, we are in Act 3. So where do we struggle right now? Outside of electrodynamics, probably with AoE. 23 card deck is great. We've got a Seek in here to make the deck seem even thinner if we draw a Seek early. We're looking for, I'm still going to say Bag of Preparation would be an S tier relic for us right now, especially with this Lantern on board. Bottled Lightning would be okay with Seek. Yeah, somewhere in there. We can't do too much this act, so let's just get things started. I love it. I'm telling you, the channel point prediction thing is amazing. Love it. Get rid of these things. Our main goal for a very simple fight like this is to get Echo Form genetic algorithm into play. Which means we have to do extremely goofy things like Seek Defend. But that's okay. Where to go for the eyes? I don't think this card matters. Got him. Super clean. Second copy of Turbo or Leap. Leap says 10 block on it because of Ali Smoothstone here. In lieu of taking a second copy of Turbo or Leap, we already have our defense that say plus on them, so very similar to a Leap. We're just going to keep the deck thin. We're not going to add anything. We've got stuff that we want to draw into. I don't know how much more I can really harp on that, but that's really important. Madness, same deal. We do not want to become cursed with Writhe. Or to zap here? Red Mask needs a hat. This I will agree with. Ah! Undo. Control Z. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, Purple Fire Spirits. I believe we're just getting rid of Zap. Zap doesn't do much for us. It does allow us to generate lightning orbs after electrodynamics, but then we have to draw Zap, and that seems like a bad idea. Darklings. As somehow both being our easy and hard pull fight. Should actually be careful with these lightning orbs. Again, we want a genetic algorithm. Or Echo Form our genetic algorithms. It's still doing way too much damage. So if we dual cast this is 24, this one lives. That's actually a good thing. Okay. Count for 22. That should be easy. Shoot. out. Now I can't play that. Dang it, I didn't think about that. No! I messed it up. I see it. I don't even want to read chat. I see it. I see it. It's ethereal. Dang it. I knew that. Alright, we'll single hit him. Reinforced body. 4 energy, echo form, insane amounts of block. How do you not add a reinforced body here? We also have an oddly smooth stone, so this is 8 block X times. Still looking for Mind Bloom? That's not it. No attack in hand for our Bias Cognition. Okay. We have backup, Bias Cognition, and double defrag. Now, if we don't get a kill on the Exploder, that's totally fine, because we can double this genetic algorithm. Feel pretty good about it. Do you believe calipers would, in fact, be good here? Alright. I've done everything we need to do. The fight's over. We just press E and move on with our day. Super clean. Regen potion is stinky. Go for the eyes also says plus on it. Wow. Yes. That's another card that says block. So 2 copies of that. Importantly, with 2 copies of Go for the Eyes, we don't really have anything to follow this up with, but the Heart Fight applies 2 artifacts. And the Defect kind of struggles to strip artifact. Beam Cell, Go for the Eyes, probably the most common options for you to have, but you have to have 2 of them and actually get rid of that. So a struggle to deal with artifact on the Heart Fight. Big block card there. We'll recall early. Yeah, and another attack for pellets. I think we've run into 2 instances where we couldn't play Bias Cog because we didn't have an attack. So I am feeling the total strike removes. And Mind Bloom? These are the worst Mind Bloom events ever. Okay. Be mindful of Velvet Choker here. We've got a pretty neat turn. So if we play Defend here, we currently take 3 damage. We heal 2 with Blood Vial, effectively 1 by the time we go into our Empowered Elite. So I'm okay with this. It also means that we get our Echo Form into play, which is the thing you love to see on turn 1. I'm going to keep 1 more copy of Defrag around. I don't know if we need it, but it could help us remove the Frail we're about to get. Just need an attack. There it is. Okay, first thing is being doubled. Let's just get rid of this. So 88 damage currently going here. If we dual cast. Plus we have 22 to follow it up. Yeah, I mean, we just win. Nice. Reprogram plus. Stack plus kind of cute, though I think we're a bit heavy on the block. Block is not as much of a problem. We could take this cool-headed. Pays for itself. Generates a Frost Orb. Really wish it said plus. We passed on a cool-headed earlier. Not so much that we need the block. Genetic algorithm is going to save us from big turns and also just allow us to get set up. I mean, basically the only thing I really want at this point is a capacitor. Capacitor, runic capacitor from like a shop. The other nice thing about cool-headed is if we get it on turn 1, then we have gold-plated cables, so just having Frost Orbs around is kind of cute. I'm gonna take it. Solidly mediocre pick, though. Capacitor, you know what? Capacitor does mess up the hats. Runic Capacitor does not, so I guess we're really hoping for Runic Capacitor, because then we can have 6 hats. And the only thing better than 3 hats is 6 hats. And that's coming from a streamer, so you know it's true or something. That's good. So we have recursion here, though once we get bias cog into play, I don't think we have much of an issue. The only issue we really have is card draw. We could double recursion here and then cool-headed and get back to where we started. Just to reduce hand space. Nice. 15 per turn, 30 per turn with gold-plated cables. And with only one more play, we'll pass. It says 30. I mean, the rest of this fight is largely going to play itself. We've got double genetic algorithm for this turn, and then the next turn. Those are priorities for us. Clearing hand space as we go. And then by the time we're done with our genetics, ideally we're really close to just evoking this Dark Orb. Man. All right, this says 440 on it. We are not quite there yet. 30. All right, 500. Clean, easy, bottled lightning. I did very specifically ask for bottled lightning earlier. This has to be our Sapphire key. Bottled Tornado, things you hate to see.jpg. But that's okay. Whoa. Okay, so we can Echo Form Bias Cog. Go for the eyes. That's 3 card plays. It puts us at 4. We can then Seek something. We defrag, single this genetic algorithm. This goes to 50. Honestly, who cares? At 50, that's huge. Not more than we need, but I think we're okay with that. We don't have anything to actually deal with this outside of this genetic algorithm, I think. Yeah, no mod for hats yet, but never bet against the Spire modding community. They're really good. So you go for the eyes? Basically just using Seek to not draw something in here. Doesn't really matter, I think. We could double Glacier and be fine. We could double Electro, be fine. We just want probably an orb generating card. That's gonna either allow us to do damage or block. We just Glacier then. Admittedly not running the numbers, just making sure we're drawing 5 so we can get back around to go for the eyes. These are the turns that we kind of struggle on when we don't have weakness applied, but next turn we're guaranteed to go for the eyes, or this turn really if we double cool-headed. Though we can't do that, we don't have ant space. Nice. All right, our job is done here. I think. Definitely done here. Nice, good fight. Francine is down. We still do not see our capacitor. This potion of capacity we've been carrying for about a full act now. I think we got about halfway through Act 2. Huge value for us. Here, of course, we're looking for electrodynamics to deal with the daggers. And we have a defrag in hand. Okay, so currently this is going to do 9 damage to all, 15 damage to all. Okay, so these daggers are dealt with. That is not a problem. These guys up here are a problem. Still 15, so we can melt her to deal with 1. We can throw Go for the Eyes here. Okay. Now we have to decide. If we evoke, this is only 20, so this one survives. Probably just genetic. The daggers need hats too. I mean, you're not wrong. I respect the usage of the word need there. Ooh, that might have been a misplay. I think we were supposed to defend there. We want to draw more cards. There's our Echo Form. Nice. Play a round of Peggle. Get it, my friend. Coming right up. After a super, super clean Reptomancer fight. Question card is here. Ooh, baby. It's Orb Slots. Never bet against the champ in the finals. I don't know who out there voted no for Act 3, but... absolute mistake. Critical error has been found. Reboot predictions.exe. All right, let's see. Peggle Deluxe. Immediate writhing maths after this. I should just keep Peggle up just in case. Don't go through the trouble of changing over OBS. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what the heck is going on, exclamation point Peggle in chat will explain everything you need to know for veterans of the channel, for Channel Point Prediction Masters. We are on to Claude, the French lobster. Don't ask questions, just go with it. Who says, Zoot, my magic power is flippers. After hitting the green peg, click anywhere to flip them. I don't know what this means. We just got through Space Blast Master, the one-eyed alien guy. I don't remember his name, but this is definitely Claude. Just pre-warning, I don't think there's a lot more dialogue to go through, but for my French Canadian and French viewers, I just recommend a good earmuffs. I don't want you to be hearing the French accent as I play through or read out, narrate Claude's dialogue. Whatever you want to do. I don't know what this means. My magic power is flippers. After hitting the green peg, click anywhere to flip them. Can I just point out, I don't want to break the illusion here, but why on God's green earth would you give the flippers technique to a lobster? Of any sea creature you could have possibly chosen, why would you give the flippers technique to a lobster? They have claws. You could have chosen anything with flippers in the ocean. Why the lobster? Don't ask questions. Just go with it. I don't understand. Anyway, best not to question the geniuses who came up. Don't something where you eat, just go with it. There's the flippers. Click to flip. Oh, dude, we are flipping. Flip. Oh, this is S tier. This is absolutely S tier. Free balls all the way down. FirstDane, are you a pinball wizard? You best believe it. Why do you think I'd do this? Ooh, long shot bonus. Yeah, get that red one. No, go get that red one up there. Green, baby. Oh. This one's, we went from Space Blast. Space Blast was a little low tier. I think we put that at like a C+, B-. It was like, it moved the needle, but it didn't do much else. This is just cheating. This isn't even fair. You best believe 1980, 1990, something. Jimmy W! Oh my god. Jimothy pops up to say hello. That's how you know it's... Oh, we got yellow bar. Oh my god. This is too good. All right, things are going to cool off just a little bit, but literally can't miss the bucket now because we got flippers on the left and right, and bucket goes to the middle. Tell me how you miss. I don't even know. All right, except for that exact... I just wanted to show off the instance in which you could miss because it looks like it's going to be really difficult to do. And stuff. See, just that's what I'm saying right there. Free ball skills, all the way down. Let's we're gonna clear this out. We're doing real well, real well in terms of peg deletion here. Where'd my flippers go? Threaded the needle. Literally can't miss. We got to get the free ball skills going because if we don't, we might run into some troubles here. We want to go for 100%. 100%. We're still chasing that 100% that could be a thing. If only we believe. If only... Oof. Oof, okay. That was a minor misplay. I'm gonna take that one. That was a free one. Okay, this is getting a little awkward now. There it is. There's the free ball skills. And there's the free ball skills. We're gonna run out of pink. Ooh. Making it look easy now. This is just a playground. Out here on recess, you can't miss. Let's kick it back to the left if you don't mind. Ooh, okay. So we're out of blue. We literally can't lose now. This is 100% all the way down. Ultra Extreme Fever. 100 points straight in the middle. 110,000 points. Oh, the gold star, blue ribbon, all pegs cleared. Peggle Institute, graduate degree right here, 100%. Dude, flippers are overpowered. Total score 6.7 million. Win on first try, as we get this bonus basically every single time if you're new to this channel. I'm just going to give it to you straight. Don't even try to beat this score. Don't waste your time. French, Canadian, and French viewers, give me a little bit of this. Give me the earmuffs real quick.
Sacre bleu. That fish is in your way. Hit him to convince him to move.
I don't know what this means. What does it mean? It's the fish. Find out next time on your favorite stream. The prediction was straight into writhing mass. Not today. Though it would have been amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. French, Canadian, French viewers, take them off. Remove the earmuffs. Give me take them off. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had to make sure we didn't forget about our friends. Tap the tuna. Beat the bass. Oh my god, that's amazing. I don't know what it means, but it's provocative. Admittedly, not running the numbers here, and I should be. This is 12 block. We currently have 30. This is 24, 33. All right, what are we doubling? Doubling cool-headed, I think. Ooh. All right, bias, cognition, genetic algorithms, and capacitor. Bottom deck. Things you hate to see. We're going to save the other go for the eyes for bias cog. I want to get this in front, so we'll do this. 2 more card plays. 16, 29, 12, 21, 27. So that is all super free. We're currently drawing only 4 cards. We want to play one more. Might as well be this one. Yell at the yurt. Oh boy. that is some S tier memicity. I love it. All right. 32, 48. More than enough block approximately. Let's just do this. I'm gonna quickly descend into ridiculous. Have I done a Santa Hat stream with Inserter? I have not. So what I've said for those types of streams is, quite frankly, it just takes too long for me to do that stuff. And there's no way for me to automate it, unfortunately. So we start with the original 3, and then that's just got to be good enough. As inserter increases the hat count, it just is what it is. Loop. Now, Loop is super cute. We love Loop. Loop needs to say plus on it. But how do we pass on Loop? Capacitor plus. The real thing that we have going here is that we're competing for upgrades. Capacitor also desperately wants to say plus on it. And Loop is just kind of, I don't know. We already have Loop that we don't have to play. Clear the stream deck. Yeah, that's too much. It's too much. I cannot. I do have buttons that I can clear out, but like I said, I want to do some sound clips on there. Sorry, it's just I had to catch up on chat. Yeah, let's do Loop. Loop seems good. Second capacitor, second seek. Orrery is also here. This is not the runic capacitor, but it is a capacitor. I have a card remove. I mean, there's so many good things here. Consume is here. New Kickstarter to buy Dane a new dedicated stream deck. I'm telling you that the other stream deck is really expensive. After tax, it's like $250. Not to be too revealing, but it would take me months of saving up stream bucks to be able to pay for a stream deck. That's okay. That's okay. So maybe next Christmas we'll be able to buy something like that. I do want it, but it's pretty low priority. To automate it would mean way too much. I do not have the ability to do. I think we're taking this. It's 99 cents. We love sales. I'm wondering if we remove defend. We could also remove overclock. Another seek. Save for Act 4? Save for Act 4 is completely valid. We already win. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. There's points on the line. We should do really well with these bosses that are upcoming already. Let's save our Spire bucks. We have good things to buy here, but I want to see more. Alright, we are already full blocking. Melter almost kills this nerd. We should wait till next turn, though. And then we could Melter, go for the eyes to actually kill the Spheric Guardian. We just do it this turn. I don't know why I would wait. That's why. I knew there was a reason. I could sense it. My Spire senses were screaming, don't do it. I knew there was a reason. You gotta trust yourself. That's rule number 1. What are we doing? We're missing a skill here. Trust yourself. All right, these are exploding. We both don't have Echo Form, and we do not have genetic algorithms around. Just a small problem. So this covers one of them, plus gold-plated cable, so we cover two of them-ish. We turbo electro. Wait, turbo electro darkness. Let me think about this. Turbo electro darkness. Our lightning orbs are doing 13. That would be 2 lightning orbs. That's better, isn't it? $28. That's a kill. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's way better. Liquid Memories is here, as well as a copy of Recycle to help us deal with status cards and the like. Doesn't say plus on it, unfortunately. But I think I like it. This gets rid of, like, wound and slimed. Slimed for the slime boss. At least pays for itself, with Recycle costing 1. Do it. Get rid of Attack Potion for Liquid Memories, and at our last campfire here, upgrade something. Like I said, I think Capacitor and Loop are competing for upgrades, though with 2 copies of Capacitor and Echo Form, probably just upgrade Loop. We're able to double Loop, that's insane amounts of block. Seek seems worth it. Always getting Bias Cog and an attack or something like that in play, or Echo Form. I agree. And then maybe we upgrade Loop at the next campfire. Yeah. Not getting Loop upgraded always feels terrible to me, though. Oof. Okay, and this has actually really worked out. So because we upgraded Seek, we're able to get everything we want in play, I think. No, I guess it didn't matter. It's just nice that we can both pull an attack and a card that says block on it here. We need orbs. Orbs. Okay. Should be good. Now, we're basically at the point where we're going to stop doing math and just trust the process. I mean, that's a lot. I'm no mathemagenius, but that's a lot of block. 69, nice. Yep. Literally can't lose. Another Frost Orb? Press E? Dude, I'm working on it. Dark Orb. Disgusting. We could really just let the lightning orbs do all the work at this point. We don't even need any stinky dark orbs. Because you want to know how to beat this guy? Boom, Melter. Calipers? You know, because we didn't buy anything at that shop, we might be close to being able to buy calipers, though I think they run like mid 300s, not low 300s. Did we have lethal there? Maybe. Look at how hard this game is. This is great, man. You can't do this on the silent very often. This is just... That's nice. A nice little game right there. We'll then go against some shimmy and shaken shapes. Man, do we even want to bias cog this turn? I feel like we don't. Think about this. We want to double bias cog. Does it even matter? I don't think it matters, man. Double defrag instead. No, we should care about this. What does this say? I don't know. You have to genetic here. You guys want the best piece of lore about the shimmy and shaken shapes? If you look very closely, Donu's hands have holes in them. Dekka, straight as an arrow. You know why? It's so Donu and Dekka can hold hands. How freaking cute is that? That's the cutest bit of lore that you're ever going to find in Slay the Spire. How do I prevent bias cog from removing too much focus? So we bought this orange pellets relic from shop really early on. Whenever you play a power attack and skill in the same turn, remove all of your debuffs. That includes the debuff that causes you to remove or have your focus reduced every turn. So the idea is we would double play bias cog, play a skill and an attack next turn, and then we just have 10 focus for the remainder of the fight. Easy peasy. The question is, like, do we even need it? We've got 5 here, 2 here. We got 2 here. If we draw no block next turn, that's the big stink. Go for it, though. I think it's nice. We just want cool-headed here, really. That's not it. How annoying. So if we doubled this, singled this, turbo, reinforced body, this would be 8 times 5. More than enough. So with orange pellets, you have a debuff that says at the start of your turn, lose 2 focus. As soon as we play a skill here, orange pellets is going to remove that debuff for us. Get it nice and easy. We need this to block for 4. We could recycle if we want to. Recycle Darkness. I don't think it has much of a play this fight. Give me a card that says block. Nice. Okay, so this is the problem with the deck. We need orb generating cards to actually come around. We only have 2 ways to generate frost orbs, as well as chaos. As soon as that stuff is online, we're golden, but we got to get there. Ouch. Hey, frost orbs, nice. So let's double some stuff. We got another copy of Capacitor coming around that we can double. So let's double a defrag to begin with. Nice. Our second copy of Genetic Algorithms around. We'll definitely go for the duplicate on that one. Holy frost orbs. All right, double this up. Holy calipers. Oh no, it's just dual cast. Oh, I love it. No, we don't have lethal. No. There we go. All right. Wait! Oh, I didn't even think. No! Tonu, stop. It's already over. It's already over. There we go. Give me a lightning orb. No! Stop. Just get me out of here. It's over, dude. There we go. There's no reason for that to happen. All right. Approach the door. So we will go to 76 HP with the Blood Vial. Super safe to get an upgrade here. Notable upgrades. I think we saw the power and importance of Loop. I was already talking about that earlier before we upgraded the Seek. I'm pretty sure that's the target. We've got Bottled Seek to pull out Echo Form or Bias Cog or whatever we want on turn 1. Really think if we can get double Loop down with it saying plus 4 passive triggers from Loop, 1 from gold-plated cables. That's insane amounts of block damage. It's just too good. Look, I'm going to be real with you. What's the point of this Clockwork Souvenir? I don't think we even need it. I don't think it does anything. We got so many powers and attacks and skills in here. We got a nice spread. I don't think we're ever worried about not proccing orange pellets. The only nice thing would be the ability to get Bias Cog in play on turn 1, but I don't think we're doing that. I think Warpaint's great. Yeah, I really like Warpaint. Could also be convinced to think about a secret technique to pull a skill out of our draw pile. Core Surge, I don't actually think Core Surge is better than Clockwork Souvenir here. It's 6 more Spire bucks, so if the 6 Spire bucks mattered, then yes. But outside of that, very similar cost. The big thing about Clockwork Souvenir, we don't have to draw it, and we don't have to play it. So I actually really like Clockwork Souvenir here over Core Surge. If we were really worried, we do have Bottled Seek Plus, so we could always pull out Core Surge plus Bias Cog if we wanted to. So that is a consideration, but I don't want to draw Core Surge. The whole idea is that we're trying to keep the deck relatively thin. I'm thinking about getting rid of this Overclock. Dual Cast will probably keep around. The order matters here. So if we Warpaint first and it hits Overclock, that's actually okay. Drawing 3 cards. I like that. I don't like the burn. But again, I don't think the burn really matters. Get rid of a single Defend. The problem with Warpaint is both genetic algorithms do not say plus, and they're not great hits. But Glacier would be fine, Darkness would be fine, Cool-Headed would be excellent, Reinforced Body would be S tier, Recycle would be okay, Turbo would be okay, Recursion's okay. A lot of mediocre hits, honestly. Maybe we'll, I'm gonna click Warpaint first. Cool-Headed, Recycle. I'm gonna say that's a really good roll for us. This is excellent. So with the Cool-Headed Plus upgrade, I'm actually just going to remove Overclock. I do think the reason why Overclock was so good here is because after we cycle the deck a single time, we're good. Like, we're set up. So it's all about cycling the deck. The reason why I like removing Overclock there is because it doesn't say plus. So if we draw and play Overclock, it's 1 extra card. Because you can automatically draw an extra card when we go through the deck by not having Overclock there. So by removing Overclock, we gain +1 draw. So we're removing 1 draw through the whole cycle there. If you really go deep on Overclock and think about it, after you cycle your deck, the burn that you then draw for Overclock makes up for the draw you gain from not Overclock plus. It's kind of weird. So you're like net -1 Overclock draw when you draw Overclock, and then when you cycle the deck and draw burn, you're at net 0 extra draw, but then you get Overclock again, so kind of... Anyway, it's a weird card. Made a lot of sense in this deck. Okay. Force Echo Form is excellent. We did Echo Form, Genetic Algorithm. We would then have double Glacier for next turn. Oh yeah, the hats. Wait, no, we discovered the other day that we can't move multiple objects in OBS without some shenanigans. It's, you know what? I hate to break the illusion, but it is what it is. So it's always this. I do think it's Echo Form Genetic. Gets us through this turn, and then we have double Glacier for next turn. Hopefully we're drawing some more useful stuff, but we don't get a lot of draws. We could also pull out... We could also pull out Cool-Headed, but I don't think we do that. Nice, good hit. Alright, no attack in hand, so double Bias Cog is probably off the table. Very, very small ouch. We could do Liquid Memories here to save some HP. I think I will. Take a small amount. It's super, super full block here. That doesn't matter. We're gonna go for double genetic. Be double loop? I don't know if double loop even matters. Just one is enough. In this fight, we really want it for the heart fight. Nah, we'll double it. Won't get lazy. Okay, so we have 3648 block on board. We are easily blocking out already. Get some damage down. Yes. I don't think we need to defend anymore. Just block for over 200 without really trying. And it's only going to increase. Alright, the one is dead. Should be able to just do this. We don't have any relics to set up. That's a nice little feature that we ran into. Alright, Unceasing Top, completely useless. Cool-Headed Plus. I think I'll take another one of those. Really like it. Frost Orb Generation. Card draw. Just better than our Overclock. Okay, so we've got some stuff to do this turn. I gotta think about this. We want to draw out Echo Form. We have Liquid Memories for a potential Glacier next turn. So if we draw out Echo Form, the question is, do we also draw out Bias Cog? We need to draw an attack, but we have 2 Cool-Headeds. And we'll be thinning the deck out a little bit. I think we always start here. We do have Potion of Capacity as well. Hey, Flannel Violin. We have Loop, Skill. Okay, so here's the... We want to remove the debuffs next turn, so it's really down to, do we draw an attack here? If we draw Go for the Eyes, instead of Bias Cog, that kind of sucks in the short term. But it's so much block because of Orange Pellets. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot we were good friends. Hello, Flan. Hello, Flan. We have this for a skill. I think we do want an attack. I'm just afraid that we're going to bottom deck Bias Cog, and that's just a feels bad, man. Let's do that. I like this. I mean, we're always doing Potion of Capacity. I think I'm just gonna go next turn. We'll see how things shake out. Where the predictions at? I'm late. Oh, I forgot to do this. Will we get out of Act 3? I should have done Act 4. Oh well, good job, everybody. I forgot. Okay, so if this was Bias Cog, we did not draw an attack, but we did draw a genetic algorithm. So we could reinforce body first. I think we just genetic this, though. I don't know why we wouldn't. Don't want to do it first. I don't want to take a bunch of beat of death. Being a little whiny about it. Cool-headed over the Gopher. I mean, the card draw was still a risk, I think. So it would have been 3 attacks in a 27-card draw pile. And with just 2 draws from Cool-Headed, I don't know. The odds were not in our favor. Won 54 points. Congratulations. I think it's Cool-Headed first. Because we want a genetic after the Frail is gone. Actually, I think we're more than blocking if we don't. Loop first with Echo Form, probably, though. Ouch. Alright, Bias Pognition is here. You're not. Okay, we want to play one more thing because we're not currently blocking out. Next turn, we're doing double bias. Go for the eyes plus something else. Let's just play recursion to get out of the hand. So we draw 5. 15, so small. Attack. And then we just need a skill. Same idea, go down to 5 cards so we can just keep drawing. It's a phenomenal amount of block that we have already. And this is a great draw for us. We can double recycle or double defrag. I think I'm going to double defrag next turn. Double recycle here is just too good. We yeet the wound and the slimed. And void goes, I guess. Do this. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, again, I don't mean to be too repetitious, but this really comes down to just drawing cards and getting everything else in play. The remainder of the fight should be trivial. We will do this. This. Don't really want... I want to recursion this, so maybe we double... Oh, the hats, yeah. It's all falling apart with the hats. Okay. Man, a lot of this doesn't matter anymore. I'm just going to get rid of that. I want my recycle. I want to double recycle again. That's crazy. No. Alright, let's for sure double that. Nice and easy. So we get the damage cap. And we can do a Dark Orb. Turn does the heart start scaling like crazy. In this instance, probably a couple more multi-attacks because we now have Go for the Eyes that can almost certainly be continuously applied. If it wasn't for that, might be a couple turns sooner. Drawing 5. Plus we have this genetic algorithm just kind of hanging out. Do not want to get rid of all these frost orbs right now. Draw some stuff. $38. So small. All right. Damage cap the heart again. And then maybe if I had played that a little differently. Well, do we have it? Need to do 3 here. So if we double... I don't know, man. This doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't need to big brain this anymore. Like, ooh, do we have it? Do we have exact lethal? All right. Double this. GG. Nice and easy. Good one to start the evening. Nice and easy. Congratulations to my friends in chat who voted yes all the way down. Yes, we made it through Act 1. Yes, we made it through Act 2 and 3 and even 4. Did I take damage in the heart? I think I took some Beat of Death to get like double loop in play and stuff. Yeah, 8. 8. There may have been a way around that, but I like double loop. I think it really showed off there towards the latter half of the heart fight, why double loop was so good. It was a free 80 block at the start of the turn. That was before gold-plated cables goes off. That's before all these other frost orbs go off. We only had a small amount of frost orb generation in exactly Glacier, and we picked up some cool headeds along the way, but passed on a cold snap or 2, made our defrag say plus, made loop say plus, Seek say plus. This is a lot of upgrades. I think, if anything, this run really shows the power, of course, of boss relic swaps on the Defect. And, I mean, how do you go wrong with Runic Pyramid on the Defect? Being able to time things like Turbo, which I think fell off towards the end of that run as well. We didn't need it anymore. But Turbo, Runic Pyramid, great combo. Even a double energy or whatever. Being able to time those is truly excellent. 2, Go for the Eyes. So... Echo form I had talked about on the heart fight, how the heart puts on 2 artifact charges and how you need 2 Go for the Eyes to actually get rid of that. It is tricky. Echo form made that a bit easy, but Go for the Eyes, you know, the Defect doesn't have a lot of sources of weak. You think about the Silence Kit and how important weak is in that kit, because so many of the block cards say like 5 or 4 on them. So you need weak to compensate for these otherwise low impact block cards. Here, if you can get weak going on the defect, it pays in spades, because we have, even without focus, it just kind of makes the graphs kind of become a little bit more even in terms of damage versus block ability. Not much more to say about this run, though. It was pretty textbook at a certain point. Did it need to take 3 hours? No. But we had a good time doing it. Good run.